Good morning. Good morning. Hello, everybody. I've been digging around in my sewing room and I can't find what I'm looking for. Hey, everybody. Hi, it's Becky from Power Tools with Thread. You are in our situation room. Good morning, everybody. I see lots of folks in the chat. It's great to see everybody here this morning. This is a Monday through Friday virtual stitching retreat where you follow me along on my sewing journey, quilting mostly, and I hope I inspire you to put something under the needle, especially this weekend. Let's find some time. 20 minutes. That's all you need is just 20 minutes. Awesome. Awesome. Yay. Slow start. It's Friday. I know. Well, Donna, here's the deal. So I wanted to do a giveaway today. So pop in a hashtag Power Tools. That's the pound sign. Okay. Up above the 3 on the keyboard. And pop in a hashtag Power Tools. I've got a Jolly Bar to give to you from the Fat Quarter Shop, but I can't find the one I want to give to you. I'm looking for it, but I will show you what it is. A Jolly Bar. So Kim and her husband, Kevin Jolly, own Fat Quarter Shop in Buda, Texas. If you're not from here, it looks like Buda, but it's Buda, right? So a Jolly Bar is a 5 by 10 inch rectangle. It's half of a layer cake and it's by Moda. You'll always get Moda fabrics in a Jolly Bar. And these are specific to the Fat Quarter Shop. It's awesome. So every Jolly Bar will have a pattern in it. This one is Reindeer Games by me and my sister designs for Moda. And every one of them will have a pattern. And then you can just throw some background fabric with it and voila, you've got a quilt. Well, the one I want to give away today that I cannot locate, it's here, is the Starberry line from Corey Yoder. So this is the Starberry line. This is my Fat Quarter bundle of the Starberry line, but I've got a Christmas one to give away, and I promise I'll find it. So you will get a Starberry Jolly Bar. How fun. And you can use that Starberry Jolly Bar to get ready. There is a new Jolly Bar pattern book coming out with Christmas quilts in it. So that's going to be exciting. All right. Okay. So I just want to make sure y'all know you're not getting Reindeer Games. You are getting Starberry. So that is driving me absolutely bats. Don't you hate that? I was digging around for it last night and again this morning. I think the gremlins got it. What do you think? That happens, right? Hey, merch in our Power Tools with Thread store. I have got this comes from Bee Inspired Tees. That's Sheila. She's got my merchandise in her store, and there's a code below for 15% off. Or if you want to DIY it, like this one, I ordered this shirt on Amazon. And I've got iron-ons in our Power Tools with Thread store. Okay. So, oh my gosh. Yeah, Frito's right here. Frito probably knows where it is, right? Frito, you want your goodie? Frito gets her little goldfish. You ready? She's a good girl. Let me put you down there where people can see you. There you go. We can't see you, Frito. The angle of the dangle is wrong today. There you are. There's my girl. Is your goldfish? There you go. She's so good. Good girl. And then we've got Dave biscuits. Dave sent her these little peanut butter poppers. Frito's doing so good today. Do you want this too? There you go. That a girl. Yeah, good dog. Good dog. She's a sweet baby. You got your own fan club, Frito. Yes, she will be with us at the RV Sew Together in El Campo, Texas. We had a cancellation, and if you are interested in going, you can go to powertoolswiththreadstore.com and sign up there. You've got to pay the RV rally fee to Lost Lagoon RV Resort, and then there's a rally fee. And if you want the Snapplique class, you can do that too. We're going to have a ball. I think on Friday, we're going to have that Friday. It's the 19th through the 24th of September in El Campo, Texas, which kind of halfway between, I don't know. It's just west of Houston on Highway 59. So halfway between Houston and Victoria-ish, right? It's going to be hot, but it'll be fine. We'll be inside. And you need to get an RV. We have got some cabin rental space. Okay. So you can fly into Houston. Yeah. And then rent a car. Those cabins sleep 6. Okay. Frito, you're going to have to move, baby. I got some patterns to show you guys. Lots of patterns from the Fat Quarter Shop came in. Well, I'm going to run through these. Y'all can take a look at them. We're going to do some virtual shopping. All right. I've got, you can just go to the Fat Quarter Shop. If you see one you like, just stop the video and write it down. Frito, beep, beep. Adios. Beep, 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 beep. You cannot sit there. You're not getting any more. All right. Cross stitching. We've got Be My Honey. This is Be Sweet. Isn't that cute from It's So Emma? This is adorable. Finished size is 6x6. That is so cute. Look at that. I'm not a cross stitcher, you guys. So I'm just going to show you these. Jane's Sailboat. This is Shelf Life number 6. Okay, so that's for June. Very cute. Adorbs, adorbs. Let's see. Deborah Payne. You need to put that in again, sweetie, and hit the pound sign. You put a 3. All right, let me see. Here's another one. This is Berry Mini Simply Signs. These, it looks big, but they're tiny. This finishes at 4x10, the Berry one. You get, it's like one a month kind of thing that they're doing on a couple of these clubs. You got to love this. This one's designed by Lori Holt. Kind words are like honey, sweet to the soul. Look at this. This is the Beehive House. Isn't that cute? I love this. This is awesome. Just adorable. They're real cute to look at. Not so cute when they nail you in the left foot. That itched for 10 days. It was awful. Awful, awful. All right. This is a quilt pattern. Here's a July's Shelf Life. It's July's Fireworks. There's that jar one. So they've got one for every month. Okay. For every month at the Shelf Life. Here's another hometown neighborhood. This is the Topiary House. A house is made with walls and beams. A home is built with love and dreams. Emerson. Look at that. 2 topiaries on either side of the house. That's a cute one. I like that. All righty. So there we go. Okay, the rest of these are quilting patterns. Okay, let me put those to the side in the box. Okay. Make sure I'm getting everybody's. I don't want to miss any comments. Make sure you guys are doing your power tools correctly. Good, good, good. All righty. So those hometown patterns for this cross stitch, they have a hometown holiday sampler. Look at this. This is a quilt book. This is by Lori Holt, designed by Lori Holt for Be In My Bonnet. Let me pull this over. So this is, let me see, is this, I don't know if this is this quilting or cross stitch? I got to look. Let me open this up. Get out of that plastic. Goodness, goodness. This is, it's quilting. Okay. So this is neat. You're going to be able to do a sampler quilt with the alphabet. And there is a house right there. Hometown holiday sampler. And it uses her hometown fabrics. There you go. It's all about quilting. This one is. Very cute. Okay. Very cute. Love it. These are beautiful blocks, aren't they? Just beautiful. I saw on Facebook, somebody said that they had put some glue dots on the back of their alphabetties, the red ones that they got in a box years and years and years ago. And a lady put a comment on there and she said, I just don't know what those are for. I don't understand what those little plastic tiles are for. And now I'm told I need to put rubber dots on them. And I'm thinking, so if you're a quilter, I want to show you. So like in this pattern, or if you're not a quilter, you've got letter A, you need 2 or 12 2-inch squares. Okay. So you'll cut your 12 2-inch squares and then put them on a project board and put the A on top of that stack. And that tells you that's your A. And you alphabetize all of your parts and pieces. And then when you get down to it, it'll tell you take an A and a B and sew them together and get that unit. So that's the idea behind alphabetics, is to keep you organized. All right. I'm going to put this back in I might give that away one day. All right. And then the next quilt book that is out. Yes, cute for little ones learning. I think that's adorable. That would look so cute hanging in a classroom, wouldn't it? Oh my gosh, that would look adorable. How big is that quilt? Oh, it's a huge quilt. It is 93 and a half by 98 and a half. That thing's ginormous. Oh, almost king size, right? All right. I am making this one. I have my reservation for it. The quilted snowman, you guys. The wagon. Just the wagon. Isn't that adorable? With the trees and his snowflake blocks. So stinking cute. The quilted snowman. Soon as it comes in, I'm on it. I'm going to be doing it. It won't be so long, but I'll show you my progress. Just like I did with how to build a scarecrow. Okay. And a new book is out by Susan Achi called Halloween Memories. These are just beautiful quilts. And while it says Halloween, you could really, like a Christmas line. You could do a patriotic line. Just gorgeous stuff. If you're into triangles, this is for you. Okay. This is for you for sure. She is all about triangles and piecing and, the chains and that kind of thing. So it's just lovely. Oh, that looks like you could probably get away with some Hey Boo in this one, huh? That's about the same colorways for Hey Boo, that whole fabric line by Layla Boutique. Isn't that pretty? So yeah, just lovely stuff. Beautiful quilts. So like I said, while it says Halloween memories, you could certainly convert this. Just gorgeous patterns. And then you also have, there's a bunch of cross stitch patterns in here as well. You see this one, see these little cross stitch? You've got those as well. Okay. Those are definitely Halloween for sure, but you're going to get just cute, 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 cute. Okay. Spooky socks. Awesome. Okay. We've got some more quilt patterns. This is 3 size options. This one is Family Reunion, designed by Sarah Price for It's So Emma. It's So Emma is the publishing company that is part of Fat Quarter Shop. Okay, owned by the same couple. So you can do a crib, lap, and a king on this. Beautiful sampler, not a sampler, but beautiful quilt with the stars. I love it, love it. And then Ritsy Bitsy Babies, 3 color options. I love this pattern. This is so cute. You got a baby on the way. Here you go. It's called Ritsy Bitsy Babies. You can do 3 different color options for pink, blue, or yellow. Okay. And it finishes at 54 and a half square. But I like this, right? Adorable. You got twins. Okay. One of each coming. There you go. Right? Same pattern. It's just super cute. Looks like you could probably knock this out in a weekend or 2. Love this. And then another quilt by Kim Deal, Hidden Stars. This is Hidden Stars. Really pretty for, you change this background fabric, you got a whole different quilt. Whole different quilt. Nice. Awesome, awesome. So lots of new goodies at the Fat Quarter Shop. You don't like square quilt patterns? The lady who's owns the Fiberworx, my local quilt shop, word has it she doesn't like them either. I don't mind them. I don't know. They don't bother me. I don't have an issue with squares. Okie dokie. You went pattern crazy at the new. Oh, I didn't know you were there, Joan. You should have let me know you were going to go. I didn't. Oh, you know what? I wasn't home. I was in Colorado. That's right. So what do I do with so many patterns, Glory? Well, I usually give them away. I'll do giveaways with them or pop them into, because a lot of these I don't make. And so the Fat Quarter Shop sends them to me to share with you. That's it. So that's fine. I didn't get them. There's a newbie on the live. Her name is Sandra Fitzhugh. Hi, Sandra. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. There's a welcoming committee wandering around in the back. You guys, we have a virtual kitchen, and I love Fridays because Scotty Dog has usually got monkey bread in there. Who doesn't love that, right? So on your way in, hit the thumbs up button on your way into the kitchen and get on that. You're welcome, Elizabeth. Oh, that's awesome. Get on the, get in line for the coffee pot. You'll lose a little weight if you eat in our virtual kitchen. Awesome. I got to show you guys something. Let me see if I can pull it down from my OneDrive. Ladies sent me a picture of something she finished. She did Snapplique and the Rippity Doodah from Amy Bradley Designs. And I popped it into my share drive. And now I can't, my share drive has decided it's not working. Let me see here. Let me go. Nope. Let me look here. Name. Nope. Log in, go through all that. I don't want to do that. Let me show you the Rippity Doodah pattern. This is so cute. This is from Amy Bradley Designs. I've got a link below with a 10% off code to Amy Bradley. This is it here. Isn't that adorable? So there are 4 different ladies. That's you. Yeah, Betsy did it. Yes. There she is. Betsy, I'm trying to pull it down. There you are. Oh, it's jumping by so fast. Yeah, it just turned out adorable, Betsy. Where did you get those little ruler earrings? They're so cute. She did this one here with a little smile. And y'all, it turned out so cute. I've got it on my other computer, Betsy, and I can't get Microsoft. Maybe I'll show it Monday. I'm sorry. She did an amazing job on it. And I love it. You guys, this process knows no age limit. Old dog, new tricks, right? Definitely. Okay, I did some work yesterday on the sewing machine, and I got, let me spin you around here. There's my desk where all the magic happens. Okay, I got the little 2.5-inch borders on how to build a scarecrow. Look how big that thing is. That's amazing. Yeah, amazing. Whoop, sorry about that. I touched my screen. I'm trying to get down to the bottom. Okay, well, you're welcome, Betsy. And then again, that is American Pie, the red, white, and blue one. That is going to an auction for FFA. We'll auction that off in September. I cannot wait. That'll be fun. I will do probably a Facebook Live when that is up for auction. We'll see what it brings. And I got the center of Woolly Wall Hanging by Corey Yoder together. Isn't that cute? Got to put the little feet on today and start the outer parts of the quilt. It's just a wall hanging. Just adorbs. So, so cute. So it was nice. I love the How to Build a Scarecrow too, Patty. Thank you so much. You know, that's one of those quilts. I think the quilted scarecrow was cuter in the pattern. But for applique, I think it just turned out just adorable. It's beautiful. It's definitely a big old quilt. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But decided yesterday, if you were here, I am going to do a very large open edge-to-edge pattern, pantograph on that quilt. I'm going to go right over the applique with a light gold thread. I think it's going to be beautiful. So the back is the background fabric on Woolly from the Starberry line. Yes, it sure is. Yeah, that's a white on white. That's this fabric here. Yep, it is part of the Starberry line. I don't know if you can see there. You can see some of the pattern in the light there. Okay. You guys give me a hashtag Power Tools. Only need to do it once. The computer only counts you one time you can win a Starberry Jolly Bar. As soon as I find it, I'll mail it to you. And a Jolly Bar is a 5 by 10 rectangle of each piece in the line from Moda. and you'll get a little pattern in there as well. That's making me crazy that I can't locate that. They're here. I know it's here. I know it's here. Let me set this down. All right. So we're getting ready to start the Merry Christmas quilt from Amy Bradley Designs. Oh, good, Chris. I finally found the rest of the fabrics for the sheep. We have gremlins in our sewing rooms, I think, right? All right. So when I made the Happy Halloween quilt, I've got a link below. You go to the description box and it says more ... Click that. There's all the links that you need. So I've got 10% off to all Amy Bradley Designs patterns as well. So when I made the Happy Halloween quilt, what I did was for each block, I scanned the pattern at the time of the video. So I scanned the pattern, showed how to cut the fabric, showed how to digitize what the ScanNCut saw when it was scanned, and then put it all together, right, for each video. So this time, I'm just going to scan all the patterns at one go and just get them all uploaded into Brother Canvas. Brother Canvas, I'm using the online version. There are two versions. There's an online version. If you've got good, steady internet, go ahead and use that. Or you can download it and use that version locally on your own machine without the internet. So, well, I think you need the internet because it's going to make you log in. Anyway, if you have to double click an icon on your desktop in order to activate and get into the software, that's the local version. I use a browser and go out on the internet and go to canvasworkspace.brother.com. Okay, so I've got my ScanNCut here. I'm going to show you guys. This is crazy simple. Crazy simple. Let me turn that on. Now I have a 24-inch scanning mat. If you have a 12-inch scanning mat, you will scan, like if there's 2 pages to the pattern, you'll just do it, 1 page on each mat. And it's just going to be 2 scans instead of 1. But there's a reason that, oh gosh, you guys are chit-chatting like crazy. That's awesome. There is a reason I have a 24-inch mat is because most of these patterns have more than 1 page. And so it's very handy. The scanning mat is not sticky at all. It has a clear plastic flap to keep out dog fur, cat fur, people fur, and keep it off your scan. Okay. So, all right. And I've got the pattern here. Let me move this. In all of the videos where I take you through how to make this quilt, I will reference back to this particular video to start it at whatever time stamp we are at, 25 minutes or so, to talk about this is how you scan your patterns, okay? So you can do them one at a time or you can do them all at once, whatever you like. So, very simple to do. This quilt pattern has placement sheets and it has piece sheets. You only need to, so you'll want to scan them in. I'm going to scan in all of the piece sheets first and save those to Brother Canvas. And then I'm going to scan in all of the placement sheets. So a placement sheet shows you where everything goes. And it has a number to tell you which goes down, what goes down first, right? Those have to be saved to a USB. So there's a USB port on the other side of the ScanNCut. And I'm going to pop that in there and I will save all of those to the USB. So piecing sheets. So like for instance, here's a piecing sheet. Okay. So this will go in the ScanNCut saved to Brother Canvas. These will go and be saved to a USB. Make sense? Okay. Does the 650W do a 24-inch mat? Yes, it does. I started with the CM650 and that's where I learned to love 24-inch mats. I don't know if they had a 24-inch scanning mat. However, if you've got the low tack mat, you can put paper on that low tack mat, right? And scan that. So this is, I'm going to show you guys, crazy simple. Like I said, let's turn this so you can see. And I'm going to take the gingerbread man, has 2 pages of pieces. Just going to pop them in here. Now, when we get to where it's asking you, the ScanNCut's going to ask you, do you want me to look at the outside only or inside, outside, or regions? So regions is for color. Not going to do that. And because these don't have any holes, like there's no letters, you know, with when we do letters where it says Merry Christmas, we'll definitely do inside, outside. But both of these pages, all I need is the outside. I don't need the words in the middle. Okay. So I'm just going to pop both of these in here. And let me zoom you in so you can see the ScanNCut. You do need a ScanNCut to do this. You cannot do this with a Cricut or a Silhouette. Okay. All right. You also do not need a Brother embroidery machine to do this process. I've got some glare. That's not good. There we go. Okay. I'm going to touch it and tell it okay. Perfect. All right. So on the ScanNCut, we have the main menu is pattern and scan. Pattern are patterns that were in the machine when you bought it. Okay. And scan, that's what I want. So I'm just going to touch scan. And it wants to know, do you want to do a direct cut? You can do that if you want to fussy cut a picture out of your fabric. Okay. Scan to cut data or scan to USB. So scan to cut data. This is the one that I want because I'm going to cut fabric pieces eventually out of this. Okay. So let me drop this down. I'm going to back up a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. All right. So I'm going to pop this in. If you're new, please let us know in the chat. We love new people here at Power Tools with Thread. I'm going to load the mat. These 3 buttons here, you have the on, off, home, load, and pause. So I'm going to load. And it's going to take it in. You cannot do a direct cut on the scanning mat. It won't let you. All right, good. So it's in. Perfect. I'm just going to leave this. I'm going to let it rest on my lap there. And I want to scan to cut data. All right. So it has scan area 12 by 12. I'm going to show you. On this particular mat, if you have the larger mat and you only want a short scan, there's a chart down here, A through J, that you can scan just certain sizes. So that makes it really easy. You don't have to stand around and wait for it to scan something that doesn't have paper under it. They're pricey, and that's why some people, you know, you only get the 12 by 12. And there's a thing on my, it's going to scan the recognition mode as black and white. It says 12 by 12. I'm going to tap the wrench, and here's my scan area. Okay, so I want the 12 by 24. And there's the little chart that corresponds to the chart at the bottom of the mat. Isn't that cool? So I'm going to tell it 12 by 24 and tell it okay. All right, we're good now. I'm going to tell it okay. And start. And it's going to pull it in and take a picture of what it sees. There we go. It's so good seeing you guys chit-chatting in the I love it. You guys are and you're making new friends. I love this. Let me get my coffee. All right. You're new to the ScanNCut, Roro. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. So the ScanNCut is recognizing the images that it sees right now. It's thinking about it. Okie dokie. Here we go. Look at that. That's wonderful. Again, I don't have any holes like in letters I need to worry about. Let me get you in pretty close so you can see that. Now it wants to know, let's look down to the second page and make sure that yep, everything looks good. Okay. Everything looks great. All right. So it's asking me, do you want me to recognize outside only, inside, outside, or regions? Again, regions are for color and we're not going to bother with that. So I want outside only. And okay, so it's no longer, these are not highlighted. The little words that are inside of the shapes are not highlighted. Now I still have edges of the paper and the words that are outside of those shapes. I will clean that up in Brother Canvas. It's an easy way to do it. You can do it on the machine, but it's miserable because it's so small. I'm going to tell it okay. And all right, it's going to process that. Where do I want to save it? I can save it in the machine. I can save it to the cloud. See my little radar waves? Or I can save it on a USB. I want to save it to the cloud. And it says saving. Save successful. Okay, that's how easy that is. And I'm going to tell it okay. All right, I'm going to go back to home. This is where people get nervous. Okay to delete all patterns. I'm going to tell it yes because I've already saved it in the cloud. So I'm going to tell it okay. All right. I have not taken the mat out of the machine. I don't need to. Okay. So let's do a screen share to Brother Canvas. All right. You need to log in once every 7 days. If you've got it locally and you're going to take it on a trip or something, log in before you leave your internet zone. Canvas workspace and share. All righty. Let me do this. There we go. So what I'm going to do is log in. Again, you do not have to have a Brother embroidery machine to do this process, okay? And I could tell it remember me, but it doesn't. So I'm just going to log in. It gets rid of it doesn't remember you after 7 days. So here are all of the goodies you can make with the Canvas workspace. I'm going to go to my projects. There is my gingerbread man right there. Okay, so you've got two buttons here. You have edit this project or download. I'm not ready to download it yet. So I'm going to click on edit. This is the real easy part. I want to clean up this mat. Okay, so I'm going to scroll up here, and I'm just going to take my cursor and I want to highlight all the pieces I want to keep. Let me get that star on this one, and I'm going to drag them off the mat. Okay, scroll down and highlight all the other pieces I want to keep. Let me drag those off the mat. And then these two guys here, and drag those off the mat. Now everything else, I'm going to highlight the mat and hit delete on my keyboard. And this is how you clean up the mat of all unnecessary noise. That's a graphic term for scrap on your mat. Just get rid of everything that you don't need. That's a real good way to do that. Now I can highlight everything again, and I'm going to bring it back onto the mat. Now, very important, the designer assumes that you are going to take these pieces and trace them on the back of heat and bond, and then iron that to your fabric, and then flip your fabric over. So what we need to do is I'm going to see if I can get any smaller. Let me take this down to like 15%. Let me see if I can get everything all on one. No. Oh, it won't go any lower than 25. Okay. So what I need to do is flip everything horizontal. Okay. So I'm going to highlight as much as I can. Let me do these lower ones first. Make sure I get them all. You want to highlight them. You can do them one at a time, but it's annoying. So I'm going to right click and group and make those one object. And then I'm going to come up to the edit tab and I'm going to flip horizontal. Okay. Now I'm going to right click and ungroup them because they're different fabrics. So I need them ungrouped. And then this here, I'm going to highlight all of these. See, if you highlight them all, okay, they're multiple objects right there. So if I go to edit, it's grayed out. It won't do multiple objects at one time. So I'm going to highlight them all, right click and group, which makes them one object. And now flip horizontal is active and I can do that. And then right click and ungroup. Okay, so that's done. Now what I want to do is name this thing. So I'm going to come over here in this box in the upper left where it says C, and it assigned it a random number. I'm going to call it Gingerbread Man. Okay. And I'm going to come over here to project. And I'm going to come to the inbox with an arrow and a plus sign that says save as a new project. This project is completed. I'm going to tell it, okay, saving's completed. And that's it. I'm done with scanning in the Gingerbread Man pieces. That's it. So I'm going to continue to do that for everything and get them all up there at one time in the Brother canvas. Okay. And then I'm going to go through and put the other sheets on a USB. So do I have a USB here? I should have one. I don't. Of course I don't. So I'm going to show you how to save the placement sheet. USB drive, y'all. USB. Is there one here? Sometimes I have. Yeah, I've got my stuff together today. Yeah, absolutely. Let me get a USB. Okay. That's a camera bell. All right. I have a Kimberbell USB. We'll put it on that. All right. Okay. So I'm going to take this USB and put it in the side of the machine. There's a port over there. So now these are the placement sheets. Okay. This tells you where to put all those pieces. These things, let's see. So normally what I'll do, it says it's got the seam line there. Don't mind that. So what I'll do is like just place them one over each other, hold it up to the light and put it. Normally I'll tape them. Okay. So I can kind of see, this does not have to be exact, you guys. These placement sheets are to give you an idea of where you're going to put all the parts and pieces for your embroidery. Okay. Yes, we're going to embroider this. You don't have to. You can do it the old-fashioned way if you want. If you want to sew along with us. There are kits available, fabric kits available for this. All right. So let me get these piece sheets out of the mat. All right. I'm going to pop this in right here. Now, again, I'm going to scan. And this is, I'm going to scan to USB. That's what you want to do is scan to USB. Remember, we've got three different choices. Direct cut, scan to cut data. That's what we did with the pieces. We're going to let the ScanNCut cut out all of our applique pieces. And then scan to USB. Okay. Now scanning, it says scan size 12 by 12. It went back to that. I wonder why. It doesn't matter. That's all I want is a 12 by 12. So, and it's going to save it as a JPEG image. Okay. I'm going to tell it start. So it's going to scan that in. It goes in a lot slower to create that JPEG image. Yep. If you guys need to do a hashtag Power Tools and you will get a Starberry Jolly Bar. Fat Quarter Shop has a new Jolly Bar book coming out. I've got links to it below, and it is for Christmas quilts. I'm doing a I'm participating in their sew along. So that'll be a lot of fun to do that. Let's see. Okay, all done. All right, saved to USB media, number 31. I'm going to tell it okay. And that's it. I'm done. Now I have the scan menu came back up. Okay. All right. So what I just did for the gingerbread man, I'm going to do all of the scans for each one of the blocks for Merry Christmas. And if you haven't seen that quilt, it's precious. So cute. So fun. This is it right here. Okay. So we just did the gingerbread man. Okay. That's it. So now I'm gonna do all of the placement sheets at one time. And like here are the pieces for Santa. Now, a lot of you are worried, like I don't have a giant, so the blocks are 11 and a half, right? You're supposed to cut them to 11 and a half. But if you look, the biggest piece is his beard, okay? And it fits on an 8.5 by 11 sheet. So the pieces are smaller. You're just going to have to do some shifting around in your hoop. So yeah, Linda, you're welcome. In order to put everything on one USB, what size of USB should I buy? Karen, I recommend you go to powertoolswiththreadstore.com, and we have USBs that are perfect for embroidery machines. Okay. And they've got they got my logo on them too. So you know that all of your that USB is for your stuff. So, okay. So let's talk about USBs. That's a really good question. So I used to work in IT. I was in cybersecurity for the federal government for forever. Okay. Why do I turn the pieces? Charlotte, I don't understand your question. Why do I flip them? Why did I flip them? Because the pattern designer assumed, oh, I'm going to cut my fabric face up. That's why. Yeah. Okay. So a USB is for storage, right? And think of it like a file drawer. Okay. Just like a 4-drawer filing cabinet you saw in an office, right? You open up the filing and there's all those files in there. So when you pop a USB into any device, what happens is the device does a full inventory of what's there to start with, because it wants to be ready to serve it up to you when you want it. Okay. So the first thing the device is going to do, you pop a USB, whether it's into this or it's into a sewing machine, the device goes, okay, what's in here? You've got folders, you've got individual files, whatever. You got stuff floating loose in there, not in a folder, whatever. Okay. This is exactly like a file drawer in a filing cabinet. So the thing is, these smaller devices that are not computers, okay, they have the ability to access memory on the stick, but they're not a computer per se, right? So you can't use one really over 4 gig. For the most part, 4 gig is as far as these machines will go. So if you put 128 gig USB into your machine thinking, I'll just store all my stuff on here forever and ever till I'm dead, that's not going to work, because the sewing machine can't inventory that far. It can only inventory up to about 4 gig is about where they're at. If you have a much older machine, it may only be able to do like so many meg. Okay. So it's important that you don't go get yourself a ginormous USB. That's not going to work. Your machine will go, I can't see the back end of the filing cabinet, so I'm not even going to look. That's kind of the way it thinks. Okay. So your embroidery machine will not recognize the USB dongle that I use. There's that too. Yeah. It depends on the machine. Older machines are like, I don't even know what that is. I'm not going to recognize it, so I don't even know what it is. And you've got to put memory directly into the machine, and they don't recognize the dongles. I understand that. And a dongle, what she's talking about, is I put this in my machine. This is in my Amazon store. I put this in my machine, so I'm using these USB ports all the time and not the one on the machine. Sometimes they fail. Generally, they don't, but they do at times. You know, they're machines. Things fail. So, no, and they're not good for long-term storage either. You're absolutely right, Amy. Okay. Yeah, you should back up on numerous devices. Absolutely. If you want to. For the most part, you guys, so I have cloud backup to Microsoft's OneDrive on all of my devices. I just do that. I back up my documents, and inside of my documents folder is my embroidery folder, and that has all of my files on it. Okay. So my description always makes your brain go, light bulb. Yeah. Yeah. You guys, all this stuff was designed by a man. It can't be that hard. I'm kidding. Sort of. Yeah. Well, if you think of it like that, that's exactly what it is. It's just a file drawer. That's all it is. And you're digging around in there. The machine's going, oh, okay, here's this and this and this and this and this. Right. So what does the TSR mean in the title of the video? Oh, the situation room. I didn't have enough characters. They limit me to 100. Yeah. That is the truth. All right. Yeah. You guys out there, don't take offense. We're having a good time here in our stitching retreat, right? All right. So now I'm ready to just do the Santa scan. So I got my 2 pages again. And I'm going to pop them in here. Okay. And scan to cut data. And it says 12 by 24 now. How does it know that? Oh, 12 by 24 scan to cut data. 12 by 12 was scan to USB. That's it. And start. Let it do its thing. So if you're making this quilt with us, just take an afternoon and scan all of these pages into Brother Canvas and be ready for all of that. So the videos that I do for Merry Christmas, I will reference you to the very first video. It's about an hour and a half long for the ghost on Happy Halloween, where I get into the weeds and baby step on how to do this, how to cut the fabric, how to work in brilliance, and all of that. You can do any, if you have high-end embroidery software, Floriani, Bernina, Pep, what's the one that Brother likes? PE Design. Any of those high-end embroidery software, they all do what I do, but I am using in Brilliance because it's easiest and it's what I know. If you have, yes, my USB is a 4 gig. Absolutely. Thank you for pointing that out. I did not say that. Do I have any of the other Jolly Bar pattern books? Yes, I have them all. I sure do. I'd have to go dig them out. If I was prepped, I should have done that, right? I'd have found the Starberry Jolly Bar. Hashtag Power Tools. This is Reindeer Games, but I'm giving away the Starberry, which is Corey Yoder's line. Oh. This is the line of Starberry right here. These are my fat quarter bundles. You don't get this. This is mine because I'm making the woolly wall hanging. Do you love this buffalo check? Oh, love it. Love it. That's the backing for Dearly Loved. Okay. You have artistic digitizer from Janome. Will it work? Belinda, yes, it will. I hate that software. I'm just going to throw it out there. I do not like that. I have it and I stare at it and I've watched videos on it and I cannot figure it out. But you do you, right? So the way you do that if you have that other software, the way you do that, because a lot of you bought machines and the software came with it, right? Is you go look into your help menu and look for the word vector, because the ScanNCut, when it saves these images, I want it to look outside only. When it saves the images, it saves them into a vector graphic, which is a cut file. We're going to use that as a cut file, like an SVG, but the ScanNCut saves it as an FCM format. That is, fuzzy C means, for you math nerds, it's an algorithm that allows shapes to be resized without losing any kind of, they don't pixelate, right? And save to the cloud. And save successful. Okay. Back to home. Delete. Okay. Next. See, that's what I'm going to do. Yep. Is there any fabric you wouldn't cut in the ScanNCut? Minky, you'll ruin your mat. I wouldn't ever put anything fuzzy in there. If it's going to shed, don't do it. Don't do it. Alrighty. I need piles. Okay. There's my scanned, what I've already done. And gingerbread man is completely done. Okay. Let me see here. I need piles. All right. Next is Mrs. Santa. So I'm putting the USB scan placement sheets off to the side, and I will scan all of those when I'm finished with all the pieces. Okay. All right. You got the software free when you bought your Janome. Yeah, Belinda, we got it too. We used to have a Janome 7 needle, and my husband bought it without consulting me. So we had it about a year and a half, and I made him get rid of it. And we got the Brother 10 needle. I just prefer the Brother interface. That's all. That's just me. Okay. It says you can use this pattern piece or use a real button. So what I'm going to do, this is Mrs. Santa. Where is that at? She has the button on her little collar there. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I will digitize in Brilliance. I'll make the two little circles. I'll make those little fills. So it will look like a button. Okay. I will do that in Brilliance, and I will show you how. So I am not going to do inside outside for this because I don't need those holes. But the holes are on the placement sheet, so I'll see that as a background image. We'll pull that in and then place our pieces on top of it, okay? All right. Y'all, there's 864 people in here. You guys need to subscribe, okay? Be sure to subscribe. That is free. We are going to do, August 28th is my 1-year anniversary for the Situation Room. Let me do scan to cut data, start. And see how quick that is once you get to going? McQueeney is going to donate our grand prize. We're going to do a lot of giveaways on August 28th for my 1-year anniversary to celebrate that in the Situation Room. Yes, hit the thumbs up as well. Now, I will tell you, I can see on YouTube who's a subscriber and who is not. So only a subscriber is going to win any of the prizes on August 28th. Now, I need to know, okay, because we're getting ready to go over 74,000 if we haven't already. I need to know, do you guys want this is what McQueeney is going to donate, either a Brother sewing machine, just a sewing machine, not an embroidery machine, or a ScanNCut SDX 325 like mine. You guys let me know in the chat what you think would be a better grand prize, a sewing machine or a ScanNCut. Because a lot of you already have ScanNCuts. Maybe you need two, like me, right? So let me know. I thought so. Yeah, I was telling him last night, I said, I think a ScanNCut. I think they'd like that. Oh, we got ScanNCuts like crazy. Okay. I will count them up when we get finished here. I need outside only. And okay. And are you going to process and then, okay, and save to the cloud. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to sit here the rest of this morning and I'll ScanNCut. Okay, that's winning by a mile. Sewing machine, Michelle. Well, I will. I'll go through and count them up and see, and then I will let him know. But how nice is that? So this 325 scans a 24-inch mat. If you get one below 225, it doesn't scan. It'll cut, but it won't scan the 24-inch mat. So this is why this is handy to have this. And I'll get him to throw in some mats too. That'll be nice, right? Okay. So I wish he would give both. I'll have to see if I can't get him to do both. But if you are a business and you would like to be featured in the giveaway, please reach out, powertoolswiththread@outlook.com, and let me know, because if you would like to donate. Now, I'm going to have the businesses drop ship. I'm not going to do the shipping on that. Yeah, I know both would be awesome, right? Why choose? So, oh, McQueen's is awesome. They're one of the best. Work my magic. Yeah, I know. And I'm happy to do that. Any given morning, there's over 600 targeted eyeballs, 1,200 then, right? We have two eyes, looking at these videos. And by the end of any week, each video has over 6,000 individual views. So that's amazing. And we have a wonderful community here. Please share me with your guilds and your friends, your quilty friends. And I want that 100,000 subscribers. Absolutely. All right, you guys, this has been a lot of fun. Thank you so much. Let's do the giveaway. Are you ready? Okay. I've got the giveaway tool going. All right. And we've got 579 so far. All righty. Let me do a present and share screen. This is for the Starberry Jolly Bar. Fun. And it comes with a pattern too. Thank you, Fat Quarter Shop, for doing that. And let me share it. And 582. Let's go draw. What do we got? Who is it? Oops. I want the small one. Let's do this. Lisa Rogers. Congratulations. That's great, Lisa. Send me an email, powertoolswiththread@outlook.com. And give me your mailing address, and I will get this in the mail to you. Okay. All right. That's awesome. Also, for the 28th, on August 28th, I will have downloadable products for my overseas viewers that will also be given away. So that's great. Whether it's a quilt pattern or an embroidery design, something like that. Not everybody does both. So I will have options for you guys as well. I want to be all inclusive for the giveaways on my 1-year anniversary. Thank you guys so much. I hope you had fun this morning. I know I did. I will talk to you soon. You guys get something under the needle this weekend, okay? You guys go sew something. Bye.